Hello everybody, Animation Trainer here, and today we're going to talk about a movie that does exist, unlike the last review. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. And I just gotta say that I really love this movie. It showed everything that the first three films had wrong, and they did the same thing here, but they absolutely fixed it for good. Like, the movie feels kind of like a mystery, like the first one. And they do it better. Like, they explain everything thoroughly. Like, you can understand the film. And then there's the second film where they want to, like, unleash, like, a poison gas or something into the universe. Wow. In this film is when they're trying to launch all the missiles and blow things up. Here, it actually feels well executed and really shocking and puts up a lot of plot twists throughout the film. And the third film, which was kind of like a I don't know, I guess like a catch the guy mission. There wasn't really that many flaws with the third film, but at least they still explain things and they make all the action scenes look way cooler than the third film. I'm not saying that the third film had bad action scenes. I just mean that they look better in this film. Yes. And I'm going to talk about the action in just a bit. Actually, I'll talk about it right now. All the action in this movie is just awesome. Everything just looks amazing. Like, there's a climbing on top of a building scene where Ethan's trying to climb this building, and he's using harnesses, but they keep deactivating, and I thought that was pretty cool. That actually looked really cool. There was also the action scene where Ethan was all chasing someone down in a sandstorm. I mean, I did not expect that at all. Then there's a jailbreaking scene in the beginning of towards the beginning of the film, which once again looks really cool. Then there's this one scene where Brent has like a little rubber suit, and he's all dodging all the little metal things, and I just thought it looked really unique. And then there's a fight in the parking lot. All the action just works. Everything looks amazing. Even if it's just a plain out fist fight, everything works in this film. That's why I like it. Okay, well, that's the only thing I like about this film. But I actually kind of had emotions for the characters. Like, I didn't have that with the first films. The only character I cared about, well, in the first two films, the only characters I even cared about was Ethan. But here, there's more characters that I do care about. There's Ethan, there's Benji, there's Jane, and there's Brent. They all work together, and I just like all four of them. Like Ethan is still awesome as always, since he's like the person who can do all these things. Benji is pretty much the comic relief, and oh my gosh, you guys don't know how many times Benji made me laugh in this movie. I mean, he is hilarious in this film. Like, I'm not lying. Like, while they're on the mission, he's all wait, but how am I supposed to do this? And I just like how talkative he gets about on the missions. He just gets really funny. Jane is my least favorite of the four, but she still works as a character though. Then there's also Brent, and I really like this guy. I felt like they give him a backstory, and his backstory is very emotional as well. Yeah. And plus, another thing I like about this film is that since it takes place like a couple years after the first film, there was a lot of things that changed since the third film. And that really just worked. Yeah, it really did. And plus, this film did an excellent job of introducing us to new characters. Okay, Benji was in the third film, but he barely did anything. All he did was help Ethan track something. Here, he's actually one of the main characters. Like, he helps throughout the story, and I really liked that. Really enjoyed that. But one of the things I really, really enjoy about this film are the character interactions. In the beginning, in like the first half, well, more of the first half hour of the film, I really do enjoy the character interactions between Ethan and Benji. Like, it shows that they're good friends, and it also shows you know, I just really do enjoy their interactions, and even their interactions end up leading on to a bunch of good jokes as well. Then I like the interactions that they have with Brent because of his backstory. Like at times Brent ends up being like a jerk or something like that, and then we find out that he has like this big backstory, which I won't spoil if you guys haven't seen the movie yet. I don't no. Yeah. And let me talk about the humor. Everything works as a joke in this movie. Everything just really works. I mean, the movie knows when to be serious and when they could tell jokes. And that just really works. I mean, it's not. I mean, they don't make it to where at the point where the movie's just a straight out comedy and all they want to do is tell jokes all the time. Yeah. And the story, it really does keep me in. And this is like the only Mission Impossible film out of the 4 that I've seen. Well, I'm not gonna count Rogue Nation yet because I don't remember it too much, but out of the 4 that I've seen, this is the only one where I've been interested in the film the entire time. I mean, with the first Mission Impossible, it kind of like bored me a little because I didn't exactly understand the plot 100%. The second one was cringeworthy with the love story. The third film, while it did keep me interested, at some points it just gets bland for like a minute or two. But here, I'm always watching. I mean, yeah, I'm always watching for the other ones, but here, like, I'm always like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? My only problem with the movie is the villain. The villain was literally just lame. I mean, we don't get to know anything about him. We don't get a story about him, like, as to why he's doing this. All we know is that he just wants to send a missile out. And that's it. So, at first I was gonna give it a 9 out of 10, but honestly, no. I love this movie so much. No. The villain thing, I don't care. I could just ignore it. I'd give this a 10 out of 10. And the kids could just cheer now.